Hey guys, it's Tyler, and today I'm here to give you my persuasive speech. Have you guys ever had a loved one, family, or friend who has died from the use of cigarettes? Well, I have. In fact, I have multiple family members who have passed away due to the effects of cigarette smoke. 37.8 million people smoke these every day. That is insane. People know how bad they are for you. It's 2018, and that many people are still smoking them every day. Cigarettes have a lot of medical problems, as you guys are probably aware of. The list starts with lung cancer, which is the leading cause of cancer in America, primarily due to the use of cigarette smoke and secondhand smoke. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), heart disease, which is the number one cause of death in America in general, stroke, asthma, diabetes, and many other cancers. The list goes on and on. You guys know how bad they are for you. Every day, about 2,300 young people under the age of 18, so minors, try cigarettes for the first time every single day. So out of that 37.8 million people, 2,300 of those are kids who are trying it for the first time. This is why you guys need to stop smoking and why cigarettes need to be banned right now. Just because you're smoking, you might enjoy it, but the people around you definitely do not. Secondhand smoking isn't good at all. There's an increased risk of 20 to 30% of non-smokers for developing lung cancer just by being around secondhand smoke. And you can develop some of the same diseases such as lung cancer, stroke, heart disease, just from standing by someone, just by standing in the vicinity of someone who's smoking a cigarette. Back in 1964, the Surgeon Health General said 2.5 million adults who are non-smokers died because they breathed in secondhand smoke. Is it really worth putting other people's lives at risk just for you to have a little fix of nicotine that's not even giving you any benefit? Secondhand smoke causes numerous health problems in infants and children, including frequent and severe asthma attacks, respiratory infections, ear infections, and sudden infant death syndrome, also known as SIDS. So you're also putting kids at risk, and that is the next generation that's going to follow us and hopefully preserve the world. And that's not going to happen if we keep killing our children due to cigarettes. Another huge problem why we need now to quit smoking cigarettes and why they should be banned is it reduces a woman's chance of getting pregnant, and in general, there's many different negative things that happen with pregnancy, such as it reduces the chance of them getting pregnant. So if someone's trying to have a baby, it's definitely a lot harder to have it if you're smoking cigarettes. It increases the complications that the baby will have something wrong. Usually they're missing arms and limbs, or they have mental health disorders, or they're premature, low weight. There's a couple of things that pretty severe that can happen with infants. So for the satisfaction, so when cigarettes are banned and you guys aren't, and they're not being used anymore, the satisfaction you will receive is not having to worry about the 7,000 chemicals that are going into your body. Cigarettes are made up of tons of chemicals, of random poisons and other things that I personally don't think you should be inhaling or consuming anyway. But I'm going to give you a list of some of the things that are found in cigarettes. So obviously nicotine. Nicotine releases dopamine in the brain. That's why it's so addictive. You get that rush of that buzz of relaxation for a minute tops, a couple minutes tops. And it's not worth putting that in your body. Along with tar, which you can get tar from a lot of other different things, such as smoking other things. That's actually all I know about tar currently. Gotta do more research about that. But there's carbon monoxide, which you guys have detectors in your house for because of how bad it is, and you don't want to be inhaling that. Ammonia, which can be found in bleached toilet bowl cleaner. That's also in cigarettes. Hydrogen cyanide, arsenic, which are poisons, and DDT, which is a pesticide crop. All of that is in a cigarette. Another fact about carbon monoxide is that it can keep the developing baby. So while a woman's pregnant, the fetus inside the baby inside you can develop from getting enough oxygen, and this can lead to a lot of brain complications. And there's like four of them. There's four like terms, but I'm not gonna get into that. But it's not good for anyone. Each year, the United States spends $170 billion on medical care to treat smoking-related disease in adults. So you won't have to worry about that because you guys won't be smoking anymore. So the satisfaction you guys will get is not having to worry about spending any money on smoking-related bills. And if the whole society came together as one and stopped smoking cigarettes, we wouldn't have to worry about it at all. And that $170 billion can be put towards a lot better things, such as research for more important diseases that are not preventative, and like roads and schools and government. There's many things that money can be used for instead of spending it on things you can, spending it on something you can stop yourself. So once after your satisfaction, this is the visualization stage. So after they've been banned, after you quit, you can see yourself in the future, and you can see a smoke-free, clean environment, and you're going to be saving a lot of money. So those are two things you're going to see if you stop smoking cigarettes and if they're banned. So not many people think about the environmental effects of cigarettes. I mean, yes, obviously smoke is burning to the air, and that's obviously causing pollution. But think about every single bud that is being thrown on the ground. Every single bud. There's 20 cigarettes in a pack, so that's one pack, and people smoke a pack a day. So let's say someone's outside one day and smoking 20 cigarettes. That adds up, especially if 37.8 million people are doing that. It has a lot of effects on our environment. Most of the cigarette butts result in ending up in our lakes and rivers. But by mistake, fish and other animals eat these buds, resulting in death. So one, it's killing our animals and fish, destroying our environment, and the buds take 25 to 26 years to decompose. So it's almost as bad as throwing away plastic. So another thing you guys won't have to worry about, and you guys can see in your future, cigarette-free life. Also in like the South, in dry states such as like California and Arizona, in the desert, there has been many wildfires linked to the use of cigarettes. People throwing their ashes out the window and catching some dry grass, and you don't want to be the cause of a fire just because you had a little cigarette. Just for that little cigarette, it's not worth it. And a pack. So back to us, people smoking a pack a day. So there's 20 cigs in a pack, and if you smoke a pack every day, that's going to cost you $9,200 a year. With that $9,200, I'd rather just be spending that on a car or putting it towards a house or something rather than killing myself. So the action, what you guys can do to prevent this, to prevent cigarettes from still being used regularly in society, and for you to help your people around you quit and stop. You want to be able to preserve the planet and save our own lives the best as we can. So there's no benefits whatsoever of cigarettes, and if people stop consuming them, tobacco companies will stop becoming richer and making more money and destroying our society. So in conclusion, smoking is the leading cause of preventable death. So it doesn't have to be that way. You guys don't have to smoke, and there's going to be then no one's going to be hurt. So it's preventable, guys. It can be stopped. Health effects. There's obviously countless amount of health effects. Pregnancy deficiencies. So there's lots of complications with pregnancy. The youth. You don't want the next generation of society being hooked on these and having a lot of health effects for their generation too, as well as saving the planet and your wallet. Well, thank you guys for listening to my speech today. I know it's a draft, and the final will hopefully be better, but thank you guys very much for listening.